You already know, man. It's your boy Hollywood Evans, and I'm off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Can't put my trust off in no I can't trust these. They only with you when you shine. I swear my heart's so cold. They been telling me.
All right, today we got Hollywood Evans jumping off the porch with us today.
What's good with you? What's good?
How you feeling today, gang?
Man, feeling good. It's a blessing to be here.
Nah, for sure. We appreciate having you today, bro. So tell us what you out here working on in Atlanta.
Man, I just been moving around the city, man. And just now I got my new single coming up called No Trust. So like there's definitely a lot of that going on now because I don't think a lot of people know the difference between loyalty, you know what I'm saying, love and respect. So with that coming out, like, I mean, I'm excited. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to drop that and just been moving through the city, man. It's like every other city. You know what I'm saying? You give respect, you get it. So I've been loving it though. Definitely been moving here, man. Been moving around Atlanta since like 2012.
That's raw. How often do you get a chance to come out here?
Been there every other weekend.
Yeah.
We here like weekends, weekdays, like, so pretty much probably 4 days out of the week, like we here working.
For
like,
sure.
Putting that grind in.
Nah, that's real. So how would you compare working out here in Atlanta versus life back home in Miami?
I want to say it's the same, you know, but it's different though, because, you know, as far as music go, you know, Miami blowing, I don't get it wrong, like you got a lot of rappers from Miami, but it's definitely different here because Atlanta known for the music. You know, so if you move around, you do what you got to do, I feel like it helps. You know what I'm saying? When you moving through Atlanta and doing the music, it help you, definitely.
That's hard. How would you describe life in Miami?
Crazy. You know, I'm from Miami, like I'm from Liberty City, Scott Projects. So that's like the heart of Miami. So like growing up in Scott Projects, man, it's just crazy, like killings, you know, drugs, like, and the only thing saved me really was sports. So.
It was hard making it out of that.
It's crazy.
I can only imagine, bro. So what goes down in Liberty City? Because we often hear about, you know what I'm saying? Liberty City this, Liberty City that, they eat this, they eat that. You know what I mean? So it's like, how would you describe life in Liberty City as itself?
Liberty City, hustling. Like everybody hustling, from selling water to selling fruits, to selling cars, you know what I'm saying, to selling dope, like whatever person got going on, like it just like, that hustle was just in me ever since I was younger. Like, you just gotta hustle, man. You gotta go hard. And people think, like you say, people think when you say hustling, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs. Like, nah, whatever you got going on, whatever you doing, like, you just gotta put your all into it and just go hard. So, like, life there, man, it's a steady hustle. If you don't hustle, like, you ain't gonna make it. If you ain't real, if you ain't thorough, like, you ain't got it in you, you ain't got that beast in you, like, you ain't gonna make it at all. And I think that's pretty much anywhere, but there is more, like, you know, more cities do more than others. So in Miami, like, it's crazy, and it's definitely about where you're from. Like, you got Liberty City, you know what I'm saying? You got Miami Gardens, you got Carrick City, all that. You got down south, you know, you got Opelika. Like, so when people be, a lot of times people like Miami, like, you got to be like, oh, nah, what part of Miami you from? You know, so that's why I be like, yeah, Liberty City, Scott Projects. They know, like, home team, like, when you hear that, people like, oh, yeah, you certified. Like,
Yeah.
So it's definitely a struggle and it's a hustle.
No, that's real. How would you describe your childhood coming up?
Man, rough. You know, coming up, I ain't know my daddy like that. So my mama was on drugs. So that just motivated me to like just go harder. But I just, you know what I'm saying, I took it like, I ain't take it and be like, all right, mom on drugs, and I ain't make a sad like case of it. I just took it and it motivated me. It just motivated me to go harder and put a plan together. So.
When would you say you jumped off the porch?
4th grade. And I think like with that, I want to say my biggest asset of what made me kind of really jump into the streets at a young age was just seeing my mama food stamp card decline. So when I seen that, like that forced me to be a man at a young age. And like from then I knew what I was gonna do. Like I knew I was gonna be the one to take my family to another level. Like, you know, people like generation curses. Like, and my thing be with that is that if you got everybody working at Burger King, you know what I'm saying? It takes somebody to be like, all right, we all gonna work here, but we gonna put it to this person so we can get them to somewhere else. You know, school ain't for everybody. You know, college ain't for everybody. Everybody don't wanna work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wanna be their own bosses, but I feel like you gotta grind, you know what I'm saying, before you shine. You just gotta work hard. So with just seeing that and my mom food stamp decline, like that just put me on a whole nother scale. Like to just go harder.
That's raw. So talk to us about the trials and tribulations that come along with the streets, because unfortunately you were shot in the neck. Mm-hmm. So talk to us about that situation and what you learned from that situation.
Man, basically I was out with Few people, you know, I ain't want to violate no more. But basically, it's just I, you know, everybody don't have the same mind frame. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see the bigger picture. They don't see like, all right, we here now, but what we can be later. So one of my partners, it was crazy because he went some all black Jordan, so he kind of got into it. And then in that situation, I left. You know, I departed like, all right, we ain't on that no more. We gonna go somewhere else, but an event had took place in there. So just parked somewhere, and shit, everything just happened so fast. Like, you know, people say what they'll do, how they react, but when it happens so fast, it don't be that way. So I don't think it really changed the way I am. It just made me move smarter. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, pretty much, if people ain't on what you on, you gotta move different. Everybody ain't on that. So it just, you know, motivated me to go harder.
How did that experience change your life?
It just made me really look at things different. Like, life can be taken from, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because I never took life for granted anyway. Like I say, just coming up in Miami, I ain't never take life for granted because I knew I was the one. Like, I had to be the one to help my family change that generation curse. But like, seeing that, definitely I'd say move different, you know what I'm saying? I'm very grateful already for life. But I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I was already moving different, so that happening just pretty much changed the way I be around people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch you around. That's real, like, that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't know people's intentions. You don't know people, like, a lot of people ain't got morals. A lot of people don't stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say they're real, but what is real? So people take real and put their own definitions to it.
Right.
But to me, real is being who you is. You know what I'm saying? Standing up for what you stand for. So, yeah.
That's raw, man. How did your mother's passing affect you? And what toll did it take on you mentally and emotionally?
Hard, because that was everything. Like, that's who I did it for. That's who I do it. I still do it for. So it was hard, especially with having 3 brothers locked up. You know, Gator got life in 80, Woody got 25, and White, really, thank God, he home from 5. So, man, it put me in a whole nother mode. Cause, you know, she was the rock of the family. So it made me go harder knowing that I'm the one out here. They gotta make sure, you know, I carry on and keep everything going for her.
That's real. What would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned growing up?
Get you some money. People don't care about you. Like, you gotta get you some money out here. You know, people overlook you, like the struggle real. You know, and it just, like I say, it just made me go harder. Like, that's like people be talking, but man, you really gotta get it out here. Like, it's hard, like the struggle, like coming up in them projects, just moving around. You know, I done moved around a lot. You know, being young, like I said, with my mama on drugs, and family just discombobulated, because in my family either sold dope or sold it, sold dope or smoked it. So my biggest life lesson growing up, you gotta get you some money. You know what I'm saying? Do right by people, do right by the people you love, do right by the people that love you.
That's real. When would you say you started making music?
I used to do a little something in elementary. God bless him dead, one of my childhood friends from the projects, CB, Charles Brooks. I used to do a little something, but I ain't never really take it serious. I want to say I took music serious around 2014, like when I had got out of the situation. So it made me just really look at life like, you know, one of my homeboys was like, man, look, you need to find something else to do. But I ain't know what else to do besides playing football and selling dope. I ain't know what else to do. So you're like, man, you like music, like you listen to all these people, like you really living like that. You living like, you know what I'm saying, what you listening to. So I went and listened to a few beats, and when I got out, I want to say, man, I dropped one of my first mixtapes, I made it in like 2 days, because I just had so much to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people, the way I see it, like, people gonna feel you. If you really live what you saying and you really move like that, like, people gonna listen to you because there's somebody else feeling like that somewhere else. And that's just like seeing people when I'm out, like, well, how would I like that, what you dropped? Like, from older to the little kids just dancing, and like that motivated me. Because that was finally like, it was something that I was doing that's positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen to it. Like, nah, because you know, you start, you like, man, nah, they ain't vibing to me like that. And they really were like in the club, like people playing, like riding by, and that, like, it just went crazy. So it just motivated me to go like harder.
That's
like,
hard. Who would you list as some of your musical influences?
I kind of listen to a lot of people though, man. I like Boosie, Future, Lil Baby. I'm like, Yeah, see, I listen to a lot of people. Like I listen, if you pretty much real, like Babyface, real, if you pretty much, I can sense what you're doing, cause I'm out here. So you know what I'm saying? Real, like what you say, not even like real rappers sense other rappers like real, recognize real. So I can sense what you talking about in your song if you really living it like that. Like if you really in them trenches, you gonna know the numbers, you gonna know what they saying, you gonna know like what people wearing, you gonna know all that, cause you like, yo, we just did that, you know what I'm saying? And so I would say like all the real rappers, man, I listen to them. Like especially when they got something real to say, and I really like the ones that like tell you about life, but tell you the good and the bad of it. You know, a lot of people think you just go through life and it's gonna, like you're gonna blow up, you're gonna get you some money, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna jewelry, fast cars, the women, man, life ain't like that. Like you gonna go through trouble, like you gonna have to keep that thing with you. Like you gotta worry about them jackals, you gotta worry about them people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about snitches. Like they ain't telling you the outcome of it, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like money changed people. Sometimes they tell you it's you, but a lot of times it's the people around you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people can't hurt you if you don't love them, because the only people that know about you are the people that can hurt you is the ones you love.
Yeah.
So the ones close, a lot of people feel that sometimes they should be in your position, have what you have, but they ain't did what you did to get where you at. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, greed, it ain't the root of money and the root of all evil. Like, it's the greed that make people feel that way. But if you want what I want, you got the same 24 hours.
That's real. Tell us how you got your rap name.
Hollywood, man, shout out to Cuzzo Red, like, cause I played at VSU right off the state. That's how I got to Val Austin. So playing football. And man, like, I was always that young nigga, like, flashy. You know, different cars. I always liked the jewelry. Like, I always had a good time. Like when I'm out, like I don't know what the regular mission feel like. Like I've been walking VIP though since I've been in clubs. Like I've been buying sections. Like I've been paying for like 40 or 30 people. You know what I'm saying? Cause I come from poverty. So just doing that, he's like, man, boy, hey, you in Hollywood. So I when I was thinking of my rap name, I'm like, man, I write cuz I always say Hollywood. But I'm like, I gotta put something on it cause there's 1,000 people out there probably named Hollywood. So I'm like, shit. Everything I stand for is my last name. Like, you know, everything I say, like everything I do, I'm gonna stand on it. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna put my last name on it. You know, my last name Evans. So I'm like, shit, Hollywood Evans. Yeah, that go. So everything I'm rapping, like I'm living it and people knowing it cause these people seeing me. It ain't like I'm rapping about something that I ain't living. Like you see a lot of these people, they rapping, but when you see them, they ain't really living like that. They ain't taking care of their people. They ain't showing no love, you know what I'm saying? But when people see me, like, I genuinely be out, you know what I'm saying, having fun, I'm like that all the time. You know, a lot of people have different ways when you see them. A lot of people ain't who they say they is.
Yeah.
But when you see me, like, I'm steady smiling, like, that don't mean I won't bust your ass.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, I'm steady smiling because life better than where I came from.
For sure.
Like, I came from nothing. Like, we came from roaches, water, like, there wasn't even no sugar. So it wasn't nothing to make no sugar water, it was just water. And hell, I don't even think that was good enough to drink. So when you come from that to where I'm at now, I think the biggest thing is the positive, because I take what I got and I try to help everybody around me. You know, because it's bigger than just me. I don't want to just build me. I want to build everybody around me. You know, it's like Noah's Ark. I'm taking who want to go, and we're going to all eat. Yeah. And I've been like that since I was younger. This ain't nothing just happened. Like, I've been that way.
That's hard. So talk to us about your new project, Vibin.
Vibin. Man, it was crazy. I did Vibin, and you know what the fuck going on. It's another one on there. Like, both of them was like crazy because it's been saying. But I was actually in Atlanta, and I was on the run. So I dropped it, but I couldn't really promote it because I was on the run. And so that project real big to me, you know, because I come down, I was smoking on that purple gas, bad bitch hit me, got a fat ass, I smashed little mama and passed the back, gotta chase cheese, can't chase the cat. Most of these niggas, they lame to me. I'ma tell you like a nigga told me, can't trust these niggas, I'm in the street. Lame ass niggas, they in the street. And people feel that shit, because that's how I really felt. And people know I'm gonna get on beats and I'm gonna rap how I'm living. And when you hear that, they're like, damn, that's real. Like, real nigga gonna feel that, because if you try to get into the industry, man, there's so many gimmicks in here. Everybody ain't who they say they is. You know what I'm saying? I really was doing that. Like, when I was on the run, I'm smoking on a fat one, you know what I'm saying? Her big came through, you know what I'm saying? I ain't lying. And she was tripping, so Spaz, hey, I can't sit around, baby, gotta chase cheese, can't chase the cat. If you a man, you gonna get out here and get you some money. And people be like, money ain't everything. That's a broke person. Like, that's a person that ain't never had no money and seen what money do. And it ain't like, I ain't looking for the bad things money do. I'm looking for like the good things to do, like my family, like I'm looking for generation wealth.
The freedom that comes.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got money and you in line to get that haircut, you got $100, $200 to skip, you gonna get a haircut faster. You in line at the club and you got some money to get in that VIP, you gonna get in VIP faster. You know what I'm saying? You on the block, you got some money, you gonna get some more work and you gonna make more things happen. That's how, you know what I'm saying, you gonna build. So whatever, even if it's businesses, if you got more money to put in that business, you gotta invest. And a lot of people don't believe in that. Like, when you invest, even if you rapping, I don't care if you're doing lawn service, you know what I'm saying, the car wash, you gotta invest. You gotta invest. And a lot of people don't wanna invest. So if you don't believe in yourself, meaning that you don't invest in yourself, how I'm supposed to believe in you? Right. How, you know what I'm saying? If I'm rapping and I ain't really living what I'm saying, how I think everybody gonna play me?
Right.
Nobody gonna play me because they seeing me, I'm rapping about these cars, this lifestyle and all that. But when they see me, I'm walking, I ain't even got a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of rappers now, they just do what it takes to make it. I ain't trying to make it. Like, I don't want fans. I want supporters. Like, I want people that's genuine. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to my music, I'm gonna walk you through a lot of things. I talk about a lot of walks of life. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't one way to get money, there ain't one way to go through something. But a lot of these people just rapping. And I ain't just rapping, like, I'm really putting my life on these beats.
No, that's hard. So what else are you working on right now?
Right now, man, I'm actually working, like I said, I got the single coming out, No Trust. This is real big, because right now, I'm at a point in life where it's everything. But it's always, my morals is I got three morals that you know what I'm saying, 3 golden rules I live by: love, loyalty, and respect. And with all that comes a lot, you know. So with no trust, like trust and loyalty, like it's big to me. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many bitches you fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, like, this niggas out here snitching with a lot of money. This niggas out, you know what I'm saying? Hoes out here with on that bullshit. So no trust, man, it's so hard, because like, people know when I rap, like, I'm really talking about what I'm seeing, what I'm living in. And a lot of people going through that now, because you got a lot of people that ran through them PPP loans, that ran through money, and now they thought people were with them. Like, a lot of times you can grow and think people with you, but everybody ain't with you. But sometimes it take you to fall off, you know what I'm saying? Or it take you to go through something. You really see that in me, it wasn't falling off, it really just going through a lot and seeing other people change, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, it's real big to me. Like, I feel like this gonna be the one. Like, this the one, like, I'm really talking that shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm really like, cause like you said, I ain't really been in my bag like that. I really just was like dibbing and dabbling. Now I'm like, whatever. Like, we gonna die doing this shit. Like, that's where I'm at with it now. Like, we gonna die doing this shit. Ain't no, oh, I think we gonna make it when we get there. Nah, like, I'm doing the interview now, but soon, like, you gonna be like, damn, boy, that boy Hollywood came through there, boy. Motherfucker, neck looking like little baby them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, Rolexes and nice cars. Yeah. That's just what it is. So this project finna be the start of that.
That just mean when all that come, bro, you better bring your ass back and let us see it, man. I'm finna say, man.
Don't put it up, man.
Come on, dog.
Get you, man. Might go to Magic. You know, we street with it too now. You know, the bros, they go to Wax too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You feel me? Or we can go to KOD, like, we can.
Straight up.
Hey, be in every hood.
Straight up. Any last words and shout outs?
Man, just shout out the whole fam, MVK fam, OTM, man. Everybody rocking with the movement. Like, it's a blessing.
For sure. Appreciate you having me today, Hollywood. Gang.
Can't put my trust off in no beat. No, I can't trust these hoes. They only with you when you shine. I swear my heart's so cold. They been telling me to change. The churches love me the most.